Today marks the second anniversary of the Enyobeni Tavern Tragedy. On this day in 2022, a devastating incident occurred at the Enyobeni Tavern in East London, resulting in the loss of 21 young lives. The tragedy sent shockwaves across the nation, sparking widespread grief and outrage. A candlelight service has been held in remembrance of the victims in East London. SABC News reporter Abongile Jantjies is there and joins us live. Good afternoon, Abongile. Give us a sense of the atmosphere on your side.
Well, good afternoon to you too. Well, we are coming to you from the gravesite of where most of the victims of the Enyobeni Tavern tragedy are being laid to rest. The parents saying that they'll do everything in their power to honor this day as they lost their precious children, even though there might be an inquest that is happening that was due to commence on in July next month. They are still saying that they still want those answers, and that's what they've pinned their hopes to. If I could step out of shot to show you, there may be a few, but these are the parents who lost their children at Enyobeni Tavern on that day last week. I remember it as if it was yesterday when we rushed to that scene where we saw the police coming in there to comb the scene, so that it was really unbelievable during those days that 21 young people had lost their lives at that tavern. You recall that the tavern is no longer operational. There are even talks of it being demolished because it's not where business is supposed to operate. A lot of events have unfolded since then. You'd recall that the owners were also fined and they were found guilty of selling alcohol to young minors and allowing them into their establishment. A lot has happened. So let's bring in one of the parents, Utata Okhululekile Ngandana. Sir, thanks a lot for your time. I understand you've had a very busy day. It's not your first time being interviewed today. But for you, take us through 2 years ago when you heard of these tragic news.
Well, thank you very much. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the viewers as well. Yes, when I heard about this news, I first heard there was a circulation on social media to say that there were children that passed away in Enyobeni. I didn't even know that my boys were in that area, because I never know them going to such areas. I even spoken to them, I think a month before that, to say to them, taverns, it's a no-go area. So I went where they were, because they were in their grandmother's place with their aunt. I went there. Actually, she phoned us to say one of the boys, it's not there, they didn't come back, one of them is there. So immediately, we took a car and we drove to that area. I didn't know even where the area was. I took one of the boys who was there the previous night, and we went to that area. When we got there, it was fully packed. The police, the area was condoned. And we were not allowed to get in because apparently they were still taking some statements and doing yes. I mean, we were told to go to West Bank, where we'll make some identification.
How have you been coping over the past 2 years?
Well, it's not easy. It's not been easy. I mean, we are trying to cope, but because of the grace of God, because of the prayer, the strength is coming bit by bit. But to be honest with you, at night, I still can't sleep. I sleep very late at night, then around about 2 or 3 a.m. I'm up again. I won't sleep again. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out in my mind as to really what happened there. Each and every day, I'm playing that video in my mind. So it's a very painful experience. But today, here are the parents to commemorate this day. And we will never stop commemorating this day because it's very significant to us. The other thing that I like about today, there are some youth that are here with us. Although we are quite minimal, but we know that some of the parents are at their workplaces. But it's quite important that we do something each and every year when this day comes.
I heard you speaking about a monument that you are calling for, that it would be erected in honor of those young 21 lives. Kindly elaborate on that.
Yes, we are. We are planning. I mean, there will always be plans. If you remember last year in the first anniversary, when we were in Scenery Park, there was a gentleman who promised that by the 9th of August last year, the wall of remembrance will be standing. But until today, nothing of that kind has been standing. So that's the reason why we say, rather than depending to other people, let's push on our side to make sure that it happens.
You've issues that you are not happy with regards to the incident, and the cause of death is well documented, and you've pinned your hopes on the ongoing inquest in the Tanzania Magistrates Court, that it will bring light and shed light on what exactly transpired. It's starting next week. How ready are you as the parents to go through that process once more?
Well, as the parents, we are ready. We've always been ready to go to the inquest, because that's where the inquest is an investigation process. They will investigate and come up with a decision as to really what happened in that place. If there are people that need to be prosecuted, then the inquest will say so and so need to be prosecuted because of what happened to those children. I mean, there are a couple of things that we were not happy about. I mean, when you come up, you made some of the investigations, and then you come to the parents and say the preliminary results are saying this happened, and then later you change the tune and saying this is what happened to the children. And we need those reports to be integrated by professional to see to it if really what happened today.
Thanks a lot for your time, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Khululekile Ncandana, a father who lost his child at Enyobeni Tavern 2 years ago, saying that this issue of the monument will help them not forget, and society not forget, that there was once this incident of Enyobeni where they lost their children, and of course pinning their hopes on that inquest which is set to take place in the Tanzania Magistrates Court. While they are still here, we shall bring you more as this day unfolds.
Thank you so much to Abongile Jantjies.